Welcome to Blissful Garden. Oh, every flower tells a story about life and the beauty of nature. Today I share a simple but extremely effective way to grow and care for orchids with this easy-to-make natural fertilizer at home. Even weak orchids can recover, grow well and bloom beautifully. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid growing tips. It is great to have a companion on this journey. Let's get started. This orchid is in a stable growth stage and has begun to form new young leaves, a sign that the plant has entered an important stage of development. However, the substrate shows signs of overwatering, which poses a risk of root rot and should be replaced promptly. This is the most delicate stage in the plant's life cycle. At this time, the plant needs careful care from the roots to the leaves to recover and prepare for the next blooming season. The dark brown color of the growing medium is a clear sign that the growing environment has excess moisture. The first and very important step is to remove all the old moss. Moss is a good moisture-retaining environment, but this characteristic makes the plant susceptible to waterlogging and fungal infections. Removing old moss allows us to clearly observe the entire root system when it is covered in a thick layer of moist moss. In erratic weather conditions combined with uncontrolled watering, orchids are susceptible to waterlogging because the growing medium cannot drain moisture quickly, increasing the risk of root rot and fungal infection. At the same time, this also helps eliminate pathogens and insects hiding in humid environments, creating clean, airy conditions for the plant to recover and be ready to be replaced in a more suitable new pot. Only after completely removing the growing medium can we accurately assess the condition of the root system, thereby easily removing damaged or infected roots. After removing the moss, I proceed to trim away all the damaged roots, including soft, rotten, or brittle roots. With this root, the upper part is dry and damaged, but the lower roots are still green. These roots have lost their ability to absorb water and nutrients, and keeping them will not only hinder the healing process but also risk spreading disease to the remaining healthy roots. In addition to English subtitles, you can use the automatic translation in your language to understand the content more easily. To subtitle in your language, open the video and click the gear icon settings in the automatic translation to select your preferred language. The base of this leaf is damaged. I will cut it off to provide nutrients to other healthy leaves. The lower roots are still there, but the upper parts are damaged. It can be seen that the root system is still healthy, indicating that the tree has not been seriously affected by waterlogging. Timely detection and intervention has helped to minimize damage. If left a few more days, the risk of root rot and spread would be significantly higher. Next, we will proceed to clean the orchid with clean water. This is an important step to completely remove any remaining mold, dirt, or harmful microorganisms on the leaves and roots after being treated with an antibacterial solution. Using a water hose with moderate pressure, we gently spray the entire stem, leaves, and roots of the plant. Note to thoroughly spray the underside of the leaves, the leaf axils, and the root clusters, because these are the places where fungi often accumulate the most. This cleaning not only helps clean the surface of the plant but also creates conditions for the leaves to absorb light better, promoting the photosynthesis process later. After washing, we rinse it one last time to completely remove any remaining dirt, then gently place the plant in a basket or dry place to drain naturally. At this point, the plant is ready for the next steps of care in the recovery and cultivation process. After the orchid has been washed and drained, we continue to put the plant in and use a clean, soft cotton towel to dry all the orchid leaves. When wiping, pay attention to wiping both the top and bottom of each leaf, especially in the leaf crevices and leaf axils where mold is most likely to stick. Drying not only helps remove remaining stagnant water, but also helps wash away any remaining fungal spores, bacteria, or dirt on the surface. Clean leaves will help the plant photosynthesize more effectively, increase the ability to exchange gases, and keep the plant healthy. Thus, we have completed the final cleaning step for the orchid. Next, we will move on to preparing the ingredients for the nutrient fertilizer to help the plant recover and grow stronger in the new stage. I will use a lemon, as lemons possess powerful natural antibacterial properties, which effectively aid in cleaning the roots and disinfecting the growing medium, while reducing the risk of fungal and bacterial infections. Before repotting, simply take half a lemon, squeeze the juice and mix it into the prepared water. What country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment, let me know. It's great. We can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. After collecting lemon juice, the next step is to mix lemon juice to clean the plant. Next, use 2 liters of clean water mixed with lemon juice to create a diluted lemon solution. Use 2 liters of water to dilute with the juice from half a lemon. Just enough dosage does not affect the plant. If less, the acidity in the lemon will harm the plant. This solution has a mild disinfectant effect, helping to protect the orchid roots from harmful fungi without negatively affecting the overall health of the plant. Using a suitable sized cup, pour in enough diluted lemon juice to cover the plant roots. Place the orchid inside. Then soak the roots in the mixed solution to effectively disinfect and sterilize, creating ideal conditions for the plant's recovery and growth. The next step in the care process is to clean the orchid leaves with a natural solution. We will prepare a soft, clean cotton pad, then lightly soak it in a diluted lemon juice solution. Using the soaked cotton pad, gently wipe the entire surface of the orchid leaves. The top of the leaf removes the layer of dirt that has accumulated over time. The bottom of the leaf, where mold or small insects often hide. Wiping the leaves with lemon juice helps gently disinfect naturally, fight against fungal diseases. Leaves are clean and shiny, increasing the ability to photosynthesize. Limit the habitat of thrips, mealybugs, and mold. After wiping all the leaves, we continue to soak the orchid roots in the nutrient solution for about 30 minutes, then replant or place them in a pot of substrate. The remaining diluted lemon juice will be used to treat the growing medium. The entire growing medium is placed in a pot, then the lemon juice solution is poured over and soaked for about 20 minutes. This is an important sterilization step to completely remove bacteria, mold, and harmful insects remaining in the growing medium, ensuring a clean and safe environment for orchid growth. After soaking for the required time, I take out the growing medium and drain it completely before using it to repot the plant. Ensure a clean environment for plants. After the orchid has been soaked in lemon juice solution for about 30 minutes to disinfect and remove mold pathogens, it is time to remove the plant and replant it in a new pot. Soaking in lemon juice helps the plant resist fungus, gently disinfects and supports root recovery, creating conditions for the plant to start a new growth cycle in a clean and stable environment. The planting pot needs to be carefully prepared, ensuring ventilation, with many drainage holes at the bottom and sides of the pot to avoid stagnation, which can easily cause root disease. Next, we will put a layer of pine bark or clean charcoal on the bottom of the pot to create ventilation and good drainage for the plant. This lining also helps the plant not to get waterlogged in the early stages after planting. When placing the plant in the pot, be gentle, keeping the base fixed in the middle. Note that the base should not be filled too deep into the substrates to avoid air congestion and flooding the root collar. Then, use small pine bark to lightly press around the base so that the tree stands firmly but still ensures ventilation for the roots to develop. Use your hands or small sticks to insert more substrate into the gaps around the roots, avoiding the roots from being suspended or pressed tightly. This process needs to be done carefully and meticulously so that the tree is fixed but still does not suffocate. Next, we cover the pot with a layer of moss or soft coir forest moss, clean processed green moss. This layer plays a very important role. Keeps the orchid roots moist, especially during the dry season or on hot, sunny days. Prevents water evaporation too quickly, helping the orchid maintain the necessary moisture for rooting and healthy growth. At the same time, limit weeds and reduce heat shock to the root collar area. Cover evenly, do not compact too tightly to ensure that the substrate is not clogged, and maintain natural ventilation. After planting, do not water immediately. Place the pot in a cool place, away from direct sunlight for about 2 to 3 days. This stage helps the plant get used to the new environment, stabilize the root cut, and start growing new roots. When the plant shows signs of recovery, then we start a light watering and fertilizing regimen. Next, I will proceed to make a natural fertilizer to support the recovery and growth of the newly planted orchid. The formula includes 1 liter of clean filtered water combined with 1 tablespoon of molasses. The nutrients in molasses, especially trace minerals and natural sugars, will provide essential energy, helping the orchid roots to quickly recover and develop stably in the early stages after planting. The next ingredient added is fish protein that has been fermented for 12 months. This is a rich source of organic protein, which plays an important role in providing essential amino acids, helping orchids increase metabolism, promote the formation of new roots, and develop plant tissue sustainably. Finally, stir the mixture until all the ingredients are completely dissolved in the water. Method 1. Spray mist. After preparing the fertilizer mixture from molasses and fish protein, pour into a spray bottle and shake gently. We will put this mixture in a fine mist spray bottle. Shake well before use to completely dissolve the nutrients. Next, we proceed to spray evenly on the entire orchid plant, including the top and bottom of the leaves. Help the leaves absorb nutrients quickly. This is the time when the plant absorbs nutrients most effectively through the leaves. This method is especially useful in the period immediately after repotting, when the root system is still weak or unstable. At this stage, the plant mainly absorbs nutrients through the leaves, helping to maintain vitality and support the recovery process. Method 2. Watering directly at the base of the plant. In addition to misting, you can apply the method of watering a fertilizer mixture of molasses and fish protein directly at the base of the orchid. This method helps nutrients penetrate deep into the substrate, nourishing the root system from the inside, a particularly important factor in the recovery stage after When watering, use about 5 to 10 tablespoons of the diluted mixture for each orchid pot. This is the appropriate dose for the roots to absorb effectively. Avoid waterlogging and at the same time limit unnecessary nutrient loss. After each time you water or spray with organic fertilizer, you should use a soft cloth to gently wipe away any remaining solution on the leaf surface as well as in the gaps between the leaves. This helps the leaves dry quickly, limiting the phenomenon of excessive moisture retention, a factor that often leads to leaf rot or the development of fungal diseases. With the fertilizer formula combining molasses and fish protein, the safety level is guaranteed, but growers still need to pay attention to the time and frequency of use. The ideal time to water or spray is early morning or late afternoon, when the temperature is not too high and the light intensity is gentle, helping the plant absorb nutrients effectively without causing thermal shock or burning the edges of the leaves. In addition, the orchid pot should be placed in an area with gentle natural light, such as an east-facing balcony or under the shade of a large tree, especially when the plant has just been repotted or is entering the recovery stage, to optimally support the photosynthesis process and sustainable development of the orchid. You can store the remaining solution in a clean spray bottle and store it in a cool, dry place for future use or to apply to other orchid pots in the garden. This method is not only cost-effective but also helps you maintain a regular and effective care regimen, ensuring that the orchid is always provided with the necessary nutrients throughout the growth process. This formula is especially suitable for orchid pots in the recovery stage or about to enter the flowering stage, when the plant needs a large amount of nutrients to regenerate roots, promote new shoots, and store energy. However, when spraying, avoid letting the solution come into direct contact with buds or petals. Keeping the flowers dry will help prolong the flowering time and maintain freshness longer. Caring for orchids in the garden should be done periodically every 2 weeks, including gently spraying mist on the leaf surface to clean dirt and create natural moisture for the leaves. And at the same time watering the solution directly into the root area so that the plant can quickly absorb essential nutrients, helping the plant grow healthily and increase resistance. Next, we will water the flowers in the garden. Now, we will enter the stage of watering the orchid pots in the garden. Watering at the right time and in the right way will help the plant develop comprehensively in terms of roots, stems, leaves, and especially flowers. After a period of regular care with a reasonable fertilization spraying watering regimen, you can easily see that the orchid begins to bloom in unison with large flowers, bright petals, rich colors, and very durable color. With the nutrient regimen I am applying, the flowers can keep their color and petals for 4 to 5 months, which is very important for those who grow orchids for a long time or display them. If you take care of them in the right cycle, the plant will not only bloom for one season but can also flower all year round. Besides, the roots will also develop densely, healthily, firmly clinging to the substrate. You can observe right here, the flower clusters bloom evenly, bright, very prominent and sparkling in the middle of the garden. This is a clear example of proper care. The plant will repay you. If you find the content useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other in-depth tips on orchid care. Please share the video with fellow orchid enthusiasts across the country so we can preserve and develop this elegant hobby together. Wishing you success. The orchids are always healthy, the flowers are always beautiful. See you in the next videos.